Grew up in a town called Drayton Valley, Alberta, and I was a hockey guy. Got to spend some time in the Western Hockey League to finish my career in the Alberta Junior Hockey League. And then in my grade 12 year, they said, hey, you know what? You're a really nice guy, but you're not that good at hockey anymore, so maybe you should pack your bags. So away I went home and went to finish high school in Drayton Valley. And all my pals were in the high school rodeo. And I thought, hey, well, that's lots of fun. At the time, like, entry fees were like $15, you know, so I'd enter 4 or 5 events, and it was a lot of fun. And you know what, just like the hockey deal, I wasn't that good either, but I really enjoyed my time there. And competed in the high school rodeo ranks, and I got hurt. I got bucked off a bareback horse, and I dislocated my shoulder. And haven't always been this big, just for those of you that are thinking if I rode bucking horses, okay, just keep that in mind. I know what you guys are thinking up there. So I dislocated my shoulder. I was out for a little while. And there was a gentleman that said, hey, you never shut up. And you like to talk. Why don't you come help me be an announcer? I said, I'm not sure. And if you've ever looked, I always say, if you've ever looked on the list of cool things to do in occupations, when you're in grade 12 and 18 years old and you think you're a rodeo cowboy, announcer's not near the bottom, it's actually the bottom. There's nothing under it. It's like, no. You know, I'm 40 years too young, and that's not cool enough for me. But he said, give it a whirl. So I said, okay, I'll help you out. So I started announcing some little events, just some little britches rodeos, and helping out when I could. I got a phone call one night. I was at the farm in Drayton Valley. The phone rings on a Friday night, and this gentleman says, hey, we have a bull riding event in this little town called Whitecourt, Alberta. So if anybody knows, if not, it's a smaller community. And they said, we have a bull riding, and we need an announcer. I said, I'm not an announcer. That's not the cool thing to do. I ride bucking horses. I'm the man. Yet I never made a dollar doing it, but I figured I darn sure was good enough. He says, geez, we'd love for you to come and announce this event. I said, I can't. He's like, hey, I got to be honest with you. We've phoned everybody in the world that's ever talked in a microphone, and they're booked. So you're it. So I'm like, okay, fine. Oh, and we're going to pay you $400. At the time, I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. They're going to pay me $400. I'm going to go have fun. I'm going to get to go to the dance. This is wonderful. Okay, here I go. I finished that event, was done, and the gentleman that had hired me had said, hey, we got 10 rodeos next year. We want you to announce them all. I'm like, what? In my game, those opportunities just don't come along, so I was kind of forced to a decision. So I always say it's been an incredible career for the last 20-plus years, but I actually have yet to decide if I'm going to be an announcer or not. You know, it was just thrust upon me. So I'll get back to you in a couple years if I actually decide it's something I want to do.